Life can change in an instant. For many wheelchair users, the struggle to push forward is a daily challenge.
After years of development and countless prototypes, we created Rib Grips, the revolutionary wheelchair hand rim covers with built-in ribs for ultimate grip and comfort.
No more slick surfaces, no more heat burns, just pure, reliable grip. Rib Grips, empowering you to push forward with ease. Rib Grips. Get a grip on your freedom. Discover the difference. Visit ribgrips.com and use promo code GRIP today.
Caroline, you should tell them about the newest thing that Bloody Happy Hour is doing.
A Patreon.
It's a Patreon. What is that?
That means you're basically like a VIP member, and there's 2 different levels that you can, subscribe to, and you get some perks. You maybe get like merch a little earlier. You get
exclusive merch.
You could get first dibs on signing up for a live show. You get episodes with no commercials.
You get our video because our video is no longer available on YouTube. It is only on Patreon. And the most important to me is you get videos of our live shows. So if you are far away and you couldn't make our last live show, it will be on the website. We're going to record this future live show. It's going to be on Patreon, but also bonus episodes each month. You guys tell us all the time you want more episodes. This is a way for you to get more episodes. So you're going to get our basic Tuesday, Thursdays that we always put out, right? But if you're on a Patreon, you're VIP, you're going to get more.
I can't wait to talk about in detail some more stories because I always have a lot of details I want to go to. I can law-splain. I might read a book.
They just unsubscribed. This is also going to be the exclusive place that Dirty Chat is going to go to. So if that is breaking some of your hearts, just go ahead and subscribe now. In order to hear the full content, it's going to be Patreon. Where do they go again?
Patreon.com/BloodyHappyHour.
Don't forget to
stay aware,
stay alive,
and always be DTF.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this
is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
Hey y'all, this is April.
And this is Caroline.
Bloody Happy Hour here. We're back on the tequila, y'all.
I thought you were going to say this is Rebecca. I don't know why. You said we're back, and I thought you said Rebecca. Back on the tequila.
Back on the tequila.
It's going to be a good one.
Yes. And I got some news for you, and we're going to start off in Waco.
Oh.
We have
I did see some stuff.
Waco may have our very own black serial unaliver.
Killer.
Truck driver.
Wait a second. Is it Sweet Pea? I can.
So Douglas Thomas was a truck driver, and he picked up sex worker Shinda Denise Hayes. He picked her up in Waco. This was in 1992, and took her to Texarkana and raped her repeatedly, and then killed her and dumped her body off I-30 in 1992. Mm-hmm. He has been free ever since. Okay. So this was a cold case. They found her body back then. She was nude. She had nothing but a coat hanger around her neck. And that, I know, it's like a weird, like, signature.
Oh, just
coat hanger. Yeah, like the fat part of the coat hanger was around her neck. Unless that's what he choked her with. So her aunt went 30 years without knowing what happened to her until recently, in 2022, she got a phone call because DNA linked Douglas Thomas to her niece's unaliving which it was through Ancestry DNA stuff. So they knocked on his door and they're like, hey, we need your DNA for this. And he was like, sure. Because, you know, sometimes they're so cocky because they've gotten away with it for so long. He's like, sure. And he gave his DNA and it was a perfect match. And so he was tried today, or he was sentenced today in Waco. So I think he has since been retired. He has also been accused of killing Sherry Herrera in March of 1993, who is a mother of 4. She was also a sex worker. She lived in California because he was an over-the-road truck driver.
He was traveling.
He pled guilty and was sentenced to life this week. He drove trucks for 40 years. So they're currently very sure that he will be linked to many other missing
But he hasn't like
cold
admitted
cases,
any other
sex
ones?
workers. No, not yet.
I thought it was going to be like a
I know.
current one. You teased me.
I mean, Waco, that's as interesting as we get. And then I got to go to the link on this one. Caroline, did your priest get arrested today? Go to jail?
Maybe. For child abuse, child assault, molestation.
Grand jury indicts disgrace ex-Catholic priest in sexual assault of McLennan County women. He was a priest in West. Yes, it's the West
St.
family.
Mary's Catholic Church?
Yes.
Father Anthony!
Is that his name? Yeah.
Is he a black
Anthony?
guy?
Yes, African. How have you not seen this? I thought I said it to you.
I don't watch the
Anthony-
local stuff, but I wonder if if that's the same one.
Yes, Father Anthony. Odiong. Yes, because I sent it all my West people. I'm like, did y'all go to trial? Y'all testify? Are you a victim?
Do they know who
Are
it was?
you Mary Doe?
Were they like, oh my gosh, that's Father Anthony?
Yes.
I'm in shock.
Former Catholic priest who worked in Waco and West was arrested in Florida 2 months ago, indicted Thursday in 2 alleged McLennan County assaults. McLennan County grand jury indicted Father Anthony, I don't know how to say his last name, 55, on 3 counts of second-degree felony sexual assault and 2 separate indictments alleging he sexually assaulted 2 women. If convicted, he faces up to life in prison because the victim is someone he was prohibited by statute from marrying. I guess it's because Catholics take an oath.
Priests are not allowed to have any relations.
That's nowhere in the Bible, so
I know,
stupid.
but that's why they molest all these people and like they had the altar boys and the.
Setting
But
themselves up.
were these like they weren't minors?
I'm not done.
Oh.
One of the 2 counts in the second indictment, he faces up to 20 years. He is alleged to have taken advantage of women during their weakest times. He now remains in McLennan County Jail under bonds totaling $2.5 million. He is also pending a charge of possession of child pornography. At least 8 women have come forward since his arrest saying that he used his position as a priest and spiritual advisor to manipulate them and sexually assault them between 2007 and 2023. Waco attorneys are representing him. This is Mary Doe, I think. I think this is probably one of your cousins. I sought spiritual...
What's the name?
I think it just Mary Doe. They're not saying that.
Oh, that's my cousin.
I sought spiritual direction from Father Anthony during one of the darkest phases of my life. Rather than helping me, he exploited my vulnerability and trust. He manipulated, coerced, and threatened and assaulted me, and the Austin Diocese did nothing to protect me. Because he not only did it here, he did it in Austin. My marriage, my relationship with my children, my physical and my psychological health, most importantly, my relationship with God has suffered badly as a result of his abuse.
I'm in shock.
I am heartbroken to learn that I am not the only one. No, let me not make fun. these people, I guess, are really victims. Mary Doe said she submitted to sexual intercourse with Father Anthony without her consent because of his authority and position as a priest in the Catholic Church. But, you know, he's got a lot of people that are, like, by his side. And whatever that bond is, they're like, we're going to pay it to get you out. So he still has a lot of people that are like, Father Anthony, I support you. I do not believe this. So, I don't know who took over the church.
Okay, but so they, you know how they like move around a lot? Like they'll.
So it's been Waco, West, Austin so far, but he got arrested in Florida.
I was going to ask, like, did he transfer to Florida?
Yes.
So he was a priest there.
And got arrested
that's where he got busted.
Yeah.
And
he got arrested there, but for things that happened here.
Oh, so finally, maybe like once he left, then people started saying stuff, I guess. We don't know.
Should have been at the courthouse today.
I didn't know. What did they have what did they have today? They had
today he was indicted. The grand jury indicts him.
Oh, I did see a tweet by old Witherspoon.
Tommy, yeah,
and
you better pay
like,
attention to Tommy.
Well, I did, and I was like, I just didn't know it was going to be.
I was like, this is Caroline's priest.
Oh, my God.
So many of my campers went to him. I know.
I cannot.
What is one of the listeners messaged us from SoCo, Southern California. Is that SoCo? SoCal?
Yes.
What was her name? Or what was her handle? Insta.
It is Melissa Wardell.
Okay. Shout out to Melissa. She sent this story, and it's a story in Camp Pendleton. And since then, the story has unraveled.
So, yeah, she sent us a message on Insta just kind of like, hey, look at this or look into this or whatever. And so it was like, that's cool. Like, so keep sending us stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So it was a missing Marine, Lance Corporal Bailey Cameron. And he was last seen leaving Coyote Bar and Grill alone at 1:30 a.m. on August 25th. So this is all pretty recent. So family's obviously scared. The next morning, the manager of Vigalucci's Italian restaurant found Bailey Cameron's glasses, cell phone, backpack on the curb a block away from where he last went missing. What kind of vibes does that bring?
I don't know.
His dad was, so found it on the curb, reported it, called the police. Dad is passing out flyers and doing interviews and was like, all I want to know is where my son is. He's not answering phone calls. He's not talking to anybody. He's a soldier. He was supposed to report for duty or whatever. So he has not been seen. He was missing for 2 weeks, reported missing for 2 weeks. And then yesterday on September 11th, they issued a statement and said that he has been found and he is safe and he is on the base and he is recorded as deserter status. So he went AWOL, basically.
Oh, hell.
And he pulled a Sherry Papini and put his stuff on the curb so people would think he went missing.
He did
Is what I think. When I saw that he left his glasses and cell phone nice and neat on the curb, I was like, oh no, he didn't want to report to duty.
I don't know.
I don't know why they didn't trigger that.
I know, because I just wasn't planning on that.
So, what was her name? Listener, tell us what the locals are saying. What are they saying? But they are saying that he is getting mental health. Like he's getting mental help, but he's probably going to be punished because you can't just abandon your base.
Melissa got to let us know.
Come on. What are people saying?
Wow, that's wild. Okay, so but do we know if he
But
was
it's a
trying to like?
happy ending. It's a happy ending because usually when a soldier goes missing, it does not end well.
Do we know how old he was? I don't remember.
I don't.
I think he was.
I don't remember.
23. There we go.
Oh, see, that's young.
Yeah.
That's
So he
really
sure. I mean, he couldn't. Did he serve? Like, did he?
I mean, he was an active duty.
He just
person.
never. I don't know. I don't know the things like you can be like military, but you don't.
He lived on the base. He was active duty. He wasn't like going to war.
So I guess
he had
if there was a war that we had people called to go to, he would be on the list to go. I guess
maybe if you don't have any.
So I was like, it's not like he's been and then he's come back and he has like all these bad like memories of things. I don't know. Well, that's good.
I know. It could have been much worse. And there was like reward money out. I think that she sent on that link because people were a little bit panicking. It just brings back a lot of PTSD. So it's kind of a happy story.
Pretty cute. He's a normal looking dude.
Got another missing MPW. Missing Filipino woman. Is Filipino start with PH or F?
Oh, I think a P.
Okay. MPW. 19-year-old Misha Johnson. She was allegedly last seen on July 31st, but her family thinks it might be much longer than that. So, Misha lives in Oahu, Hawaii, and she's married to a soldier named Dwayne Johnson.
The Rock?
Not The Rock. Not to be mistaken for The Rock.
Okay, just checking.
They were happy newlyweds. But Caroline, when is a woman in the most danger in her life? When is a woman most likely to get killed? When she is what?
Pregnant?
Pregnant. She is 6
Is that
months
really
pregnant.
a thing?
It is a real statistic. You're in the most danger when you're pregnant.
Well, I did not know that.
But only by your husband.
Because if they don't want you pregnant. Scott Peterson.
Okay.
Shanann Watts. That's 2.
Was she pregnant?
She was.
So what we know is on July 12th, Misha and her sister and her family were going to go to dinner to celebrate their pregnancies. Sister just found out she was pregnant. Misha was pregnant. They were all excited, and they were going to go have dinner. But Misha never showed up. So sister was like, where you at, sis? And Misha just texted back, and her text says, I'm not feeling good. Sorry.
Didn't sound like her.
It didn't sound like her because it was like
It's not her text pattern.
Run-on sentence.
It's not her text pattern.
And so, but at first, sister was like, oh, she must not be feeling good. So they just had their dinner, no big deal. Throughout the next 2 weeks, they texted back and forth, but never really saw each other or talked on the phone with each other, which these days, that's common, right?
Yeah.
On July 31st, her husband, Dwayne, reported her missing. But Dwayne was immediately like on it, cooperating with police, organizing search parties, like going over to Misha's family.
What do you do? Do you do nothing or do you do all the things?
Organizing search parties.
I mean, I don't know what you do because either way, you look guilty.
You're going to be
It doesn't
looked at.
matter. You're automatically number 1.
Just cooperate, and hopefully you're not guilty.
Yeah, you guilty ain't all the time, so it's fine.
So he was like over the in-laws' house and of the sister's house, and he was just really genuine and really devastated. And then all of a sudden on August 19th, so this happened on the 31st, on August 19th, he was arrested. And like the family's finding out through like a Army-based Facebook page. He was arrested for providing
my gosh.
false official statements, obstruction of justice, and the production and distribution of child pornography.
What is up with these?
What is up
what
with
is,
child
like,
pornography?
I don't understand people. I don't get it.
How and why?
I don't know. I don't.
Misha's family was so caught off guard because all they know about Dwayne is he is a great, loving husband. They were so much in love. They already had the name for their baby. They were so excited about their baby. Like, they were so caught off guard.
So what? He had a side piece, or what happened?
I
think he's gay.
I am thinking Misha found the child pornography. And he had to get rid of her.
It's never the answer.
Since then, police have searched their home, and they have not given all the details, but the family has said that the scene that they described at the home, that nobody could have survived. I guess all the blood and what they saw, that there's no way that Misha could be living. Well, you don't know because there's not a body. They just have seen wreckage and blood. There's still not a body. Tips came in since the husband's been arrested. Tips came in because husband drove a red Mustang. Do not commit a crime in a red Mustang. Dwayne Johnson.
Come on now. You sound like Robert Tellis with the vest and the hat.
And tips came in saying that the car was seen leaving like this grassy meadow fields area. And so they're doing tons of searches in this field, but this field is like tons and tons of acres. And it's kind of like wet and swampy over there. So they haven't found anything. And it has been 2 months since Misha has been missing. And they found nothing. And Dwayne is not talking.
He's still
just
in custody.
arrested. He's still in custody. He's in jail for those other charges, and only for in relation to the disappearance of Misha. Nothing about murder or homicide or anything. Nothing has been found. So Misha was a 5'2", 170 pounds, 6-month-old, 6 months pregnant, 19-year-old Filipino descent. She had a large dragon tattoo on her back. She has not been seen allegedly since July 31st, but her family hasn't seen her.
190?
170.
5'2", 170.
But she was 6 months pregnant.
So she wasn't small.
She was very small. She was 5'2".
Well, I'm 6 feet, like 160.
Oh, she was short. She
I was
was
saying,
a
like,
short. She
that
was
would be,
pregnant.
A lot of work to move, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's a heavy,
170.
it's not like a tiny little
short, heavy.
bitty person.
Yeah. It's not a long heavy like you. It's like a short heavy.
Not victim.
Maybe not a solid.
But damn. So
And there's no telling.
And they don't even.
They don't know where she is. But, you know, if it was me and I'm killing somebody in Oahu, Hawaii, I'm throwing you in the ocean.
Yeah, she gone.
In the ocean.
In the ocean.
It's sad. So, the mom's been doing a lot of interviews. And then I'm going to leave it with Popcorn Corner unless you got something in the news to add.
No, all I have to do is the Coburger, they have changed the venue. They are no longer in Latah County. They are now in Ada County, which I'm pretty sure is in Boise, which is where Lori Vallow had her trial and Chad Daybell. I'm pretty sure. It's a bigger place, which I don't think... Listen... You can change the venue all you want. You can bring them over here to Texas. You can take them to Florida. You can go to wherever you want. Everybody knows about this.
Yeah.
So.
But why's the family mad?
I don't know. I saw that and I don't know. I think they're just probably mad in general. And it's like maybe they think it's going to stall the trial again. I don't know, because also it's a change of judge, which.
Is this something the Koberger's lawyers wanted a change of venue?
The defense wanted it, but I don't see this as a bad thing.
Maybe they're just mad because they're getting what they want, like Koberger's winning.
Probably.
And they're tired of him
yeah.
winning.
Yeah,
maybe.
probably.
They just feel it as another loss. Okay. Popcorn corner.
Oh, yeah. What else? What is it? Oh, do I have something?
No, I thought you were going to say something else.
No,
before Popcorn
no,
Corner.
not that I can think of.
Yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. There was an accidental live video that went out by Club Shay Shay.
I saw it.
Shannon Sharp.
Okay, so when
Beautiful
we do,
chocolate
listen,
Shannon Sharp.
Listen, let's clarify. When we go to Popcorn Corner, we're not necessarily talking about crime, although this was a crime. But we just like to talk about what's happening and like the latest, like what's going on in the world of pop culture and like what's happening. And we've mentioned, Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay, and he's talked about, or whenever he interviewed, what's his face?
Cat
Williams. And so, yeah, I pull up Twitter because, I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll just live on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where that's like the first place I go for news.
Yeah.
And the first thing I see is this Instagram live video.
Yes.
It was just recording the floor or something, but all you heard was a moaning and groaning.
It was.
And daddy and baby
Mama Shell. So, and then would you watch his nightcap last night?
No,
or did you watch some of the big clips?
I saw a little bit of him apologizing and just being like,
I love it. I wish more people would just like do it. Like Bill Clinton, sorry, I got a blowjob, or like when you do stupid human stuff, come up and say, I'm sorry, I'm a human.
Was like, how did it even turn on?
He said that he.
Okay, so tell him what happened. Tell him what happened because we just went off.
He was having sex, obviously, but his phone was on live. It wasn't videoing him having sex, but you could hear it.
So
you just see like the covers of the bed or the floor or something.
Instagram live.
Yes.
Of him
in the
having
act.
sex with whoever.
With Michelle.
And you could hear all the things.
Yes.
And I don't know how long.
It's not a very long. Yeah, it wasn't very long.
At least the clip that I saw, it was like up to 7,000 people watching. So, and then obviously, whoever.
So he told his story. So he said that his phone kept ringing. He kept getting his other phone, his more personal phone, kept getting these FaceTime calls. And he was like, "These people, why are these people calling me? Why are people FaceTiming me?" So he picked up the phone, and I think Jamie Foxx called him, and Jamie Foxx was like, "Dude,
bro,
you're on live." And he was like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "You're on live." "On live? No, I'm not live." "What?" "You're on live." "Doing what? What am I doing on live?" "I think you were having sex." So he was like, his heart dropped, and he went and got his phone, and it was on live. So he said that he had come home, and he had his phone, he was scrolling it, and he just threw it down on the bed. He didn't X out of his apps. He didn't like close the screen out or anything.
You're in a moment.
He just threw his phone down in the moment and engaged in his adult activities with another consenting adult.
And how did you push the live?
He was like, "I didn't even know you can go live on Instagram."
He ain't even never been live.
Do you know how scary that would be?
Oh my gosh. Is that like does he have a wife or whatever?
No, he's not. I mean, he's single. It's not like it's going to be a scandal.
Yeah,
people are trying to figure out who this Michelle is because he said her name. We're trying to figure out. They're like stalking every Michelle. And then they were like, because he was like breathing hard and like growling.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this motherfucker grunting. This motherfucker
So
growling.
they were like,
They're like,
Shannon, we know you're in shape. We know you lift weights, but you might need to get your cardio up. Oh, it's funny.
oh my gosh.
Anyways.
Yeah.
At first, they were like, people were trying to say, oh, he was hacked. He was hacked, and he could have went with that.
That's
but
true.
He finally was. He was just like, I ain't gonna lie, it was me. It was me. This is what happened. Like, I just thought that was. Sometimes you just got to man up and tell the truth.
I mean, luckily, it wasn't like a video.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, how
Well,
embarrassing.
because they were like, it only lasted a couple minutes, and he was like, no. I've been going a quick 25
but
minutes.
I wonder, like, that's the thing. Like,
I thought
how
maybe
did
the
it
girl
shut
would have
off?
done it.
You know, like, how did it turn on and shut off if they're like, a couple minutes?
Yeah.
I don't know. That
Anyways,
is
there you
so
go.
wild.
There's you some juice. Go find it on anywhere, Twitter. I don't even think it's been taken down.
Oh, for sure not.
Definitely not something you want to listen to twice, though.
Oh, I listened to it twice because the first one was shorter, the second one was longer, and I was like, but it was like side by side with what he was saying and whatever. But I did see that.
Men are so embarrassing in that moment. So just like any man would be so embarrassed to rehear themselves in that moment. I
don't think anybody wants to rehear themselves, do they?
No, but I think men are worse.
Oh no, I would die.
Sometimes this is a porn podcast. Don't forget to
Stay aware.
stay alive.
And always BDTF.
Bye, y'all.
Goodbye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production. Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.